Last time we have seen 3 points of this chapter, rotational dynamics. We have seen the concept of dynamics, we have seen the concept of circular motion, and we have seen the characteristics of circular motion. Let us go further. Next point of this chapter, the concept of uniform circular motion. The symbol is UCM. In examination, in place of total word, 3 words, only UCM is used. So this we can understand it is uniform circular motion. To understand this, consider a simple example. Suppose the body is moving in a circular path and suppose velocity is constant, uniform, not changing. Then we say that this typical body is in uniform circular motion. So we can define uniform circular motion as the body or particle moving along circumference of a circle with constant velocity. An exam question can be asked for 1 mark. Define uniform circular motion, or question can be asked for short question. What is uniform circular motion? Example, in the fan, if we consider any particle, suppose this particle, and this rotates, then this particle revolves along circumference of a circle. So this velocity is constant. So we can say that every particle which is placed on the blades of this fan is in the uniform circular motion. We have seen this part in previous standard also, and we have seen A is equal to R omega square. We have seen the expression for this expression A is equal to R omega square. So in UCM, acceleration is always constant, that is equal to R omega square. We have seen this part in previous standard. So we have seen the concept of uniform circular motion, and we have seen the expression for acceleration in UCM, and we have seen the example of UCM. Let us go further. Symbols in circular motion, or we can say that kinematics in circular motion. In this kinematics, that means symbols of circular motion, we require displacement. In case of linear motion, when body actually moves from point A to point B, then it is called as displacement S in case of linear motion. While in case of circular motion, the body does not move from point A to point B, it simply rotates. It does not move away from this circle. So this rotation is considered. Suppose the body is moving from point A to point B, then this angle is considered. This angle is called as displacement, and in case of circular motion, this displacement is recorded as angular displacement. So in case of linear motion, displacement is S, and in case of angular displacement, it's in circular motion. Displacement both are there, but here actually moves from point 1 to point B. Here, because of rotation, this radius covers some angle. That angle is recorded as a displacement. So we require this symbol theta as a displacement in circular motion. Then we have seen in case of linear motion, velocity V is considered. Here in this typical circular motion or rotational motion, we require omega. So omega is a symbol used in circular motion. Difference is there. V in case of linear motion, omega in case of circular motion or rotational motion. Similarly, acceleration A is a symbol to understand the concept of acceleration in linear motion. While in case of circular motion or rotational motion, we require a different concept, alpha, a symbol just like theta, omega. Alpha is a symbol which indicates that acceleration in circular motion. So whenever the term alpha is there, we understand that it is acceleration but in circular motion. When A is there, we understand that it is acceleration in linear motion. So these symbols are important while studying the concept of circular motion. So all kinematics, three equations of kinematics are related to the S, V, A in linear motion. While in this case, kinematics, three equations are related to the theta, omega and alpha. So we should know these symbols. So we have seen the concept of UCM, we have seen the concept of kinematics in circular motion. So three symbols you should not forget. Let us go further. Next point of this chapter, the concept of centripetal force. So again, we consider a body in UCM. So consider a body which is moving along circumference of a circle. To understand this concept, consider a man standing here and a rope is in one hand and other end of this rope is connected to the stone, a piece of stone. When this rotates in circular motion, this stone is bound to the person. So this stone is bounded by this person. That means a force acting on this body which is concentrated at the center. So this force is responsible for this circular motion. So this force is called as, in scientific language, centripetal force, which is necessary for circular motion. So we can define centripetal force as the force which is necessary. This word is important. The force which is necessary for circular motion, and it is always, see direction, this direction is always to the center of the circle. Such force is called as centripetal force. So we can say that the force which is necessary for circular motion and always directed toward the center is called as centripetal force. And this force is given by FCT is equal to minus m omega square r. M indicates mass of this body or particle which is moving along circumference of a circle. Omega indicates velocity, but it is circular. Circular velocity is called as omega. And r means the distance between the center of circle and the body, or we can say that radius of this circular motion. Minus sign. This minus sign has a typical scientific meaning. This minus sign indicates that direction of this force and direction of this r and r both are exactly opposite to each other. Force directed towards the center of the circle, while this radius vector, that means a vector drawn from center of circle to the exact position, this radius vector is going away from the center. So we can say that direction of this force and direction of this radius vector are exactly opposite to each other. To understand this, minus sign is introduced here. So from this minus sign we understand that direction concept. So we have seen definition, we have seen formula. Now we see example. In exam question can be asked, write a short note for 2 marks, centripetal force. So definition, formula and example. Definition carries 1 mark, formula carries half marks and example carries 1 mark. Let us see one example. In case of atom, nucleus at the center, electron revolves in a circular orbit. Such electron is bounded to the nucleus, and this circular motion requires a centripetal force. So this centripetal force in this case is nothing but the force of attraction between plus charge of nucleus and minus charge of electron. So this centripetal force is nothing but the force of attraction between nucleus and electron. So this is example is there. In exam question can be asked. So you should not forget this definition, formula and example. Next time we'll see next point of this chapter.